problem in my life. So for you, I don't know what it is, but that problem, you cannot ignore it. Why? It will not go away. It will not go away on its own. It will not. You won't just wake up one day and it won't be there anymore. It's going to be there and it will haunt you for the rest of your life. So I'm telling you from personal experience, deal with it. Deal with it. And the sooner you deal with it and the sooner you overcome it, the sooner you get to your rewards, baby. The sooner you get on the other side of it, the sooner you begin to feel fulfillment. The sooner you get on the other side is self-actualization. Your dreams become reality. The sooner you get on the other side of the problem is a wealth of success. The sooner you deal with the fact that you have testing time, deal with it. It's not the end of the world. Deal with it.
You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to hate somebody, to want revenge, to want to get back at somebody, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself.
And sometimes we're discouraged over what we brought on ourselves. It's not the enemy, it's our attitude. The good news is, all you have to do is make an attitude adjustment. It's not complicated. You can't change other people. You can't change how you were raised. A lot in life we can't control. But one thing we can all control is our attitude.
I want people not to be afraid to be themselves, no matter what circumstances they in. Your situation doesn't define who you are. You define who you are.
Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. Everybody wants something in life. But many of you in this room right now, your beast mode is idle. Your beast mode is not turned on. And when you leave this place, I'm telling you, your life is going to go to a whole other level if you can learn to turn that switch on and keep that switch on.
Working hard is the cost of entry to anything. You know 0 people that are successful that don't work their face off. You know 0 people. Now, they may have money because mommy and daddy made money and gave it to them. But people that actually built their own success,
What is going on, family? Good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. Another beautiful, blessed, and grateful day. Back at it again. Super excited to be on here with you guys. We are in the middle of the tour before we go ahead and wrap up the second half of it. But before we go ahead and get into today, how to go ahead and really change your conscious, right? 3 ways you guys can go ahead and put it into perspective from one of my mentors I've been learning from, Aubrey Marcus Source. So let's go ahead and drop it down below. What are you grateful for today? Grateful to be healthy, grateful to be alive, grateful for God, grateful to be on here and thriving with each and every one of you. Grateful for the momentum and all of the breakthroughs and break frees flowing to and through each and every one of you. So as we go ahead and drop our gratitude, I'm going to go ahead and get started for the day. All right, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and knock it out. Here we go. 3 ways to go ahead and change your subconscious brain. Okay, this is big. If you guys can truly understand this, this is going to get you in the right frequency and the right vibration to go ahead and live the life of abundance. All right, first things first. You ready? Mind, body, spirit, right? You guys have heard that if you really want to get in alignment, mind, body, spirit. Well, today I'm going to go a little bit deeper so you can truly understand it. All right, number 1, this is going to be your body. Okay, 3 ways to change your conscious. The first one is going to be your body. Change the way we eat, change the way we drink, and we've got to change the way that we exercise. Okay, and I'm going to even give you a perfect example so you can understand why your food is so important. Okay, for those of you that don't know, okay, when you eat meat, when you eat chicken, when you're eating, especially red meat, when you're eating chicken, red meat, pork, I don't know if you know this or not, but believe it or not, it actually takes weeks to months, depending on what type of meat that you are actually ingesting, to go ahead and get that out of your system. But you know what's interesting? When you're eating fruits and vegetables, you know how long it takes your body to digest? A matter of hours. So it talks about, actually in Kevin Trudeau's book, Natural Health Remedies, that I'd strongly suggest you guys go read that book. He talks about this. If you look at plants, right? Plants have the quickest way to photosynthesize, meaning they're able to take the light, photosynthesize, and actually turn it into nutrients. So guess what? When we eat plants, it's essentially doing the same thing for our body. There's so many nutrients that's in plants that we're able to digest and actually get in our body immediately that you need to take this seriously, because I'm telling you right now, if you want to put your body in an alkaline state, it starts with eating alkaline foods and it starts with drinking alkaline water. Now, what is that? Anything that comes from the earth, right? Most things that are not in packages like whole foods, these are the foods you need to be eating. We should be eating to live, not live to eat. Most people just live to eat and they eat whatever they want. You know what the other biggest cause of cancer is? It's actually colon cancer, right? From not being able to clear out your colon. They say a lot of us have 10 to 15% of waste stuck to the walls of our colon. So the only way you're going to be able to clean your colon is by going through a completely digestive retract, right? Changing the way you eat, changing the things that you put in your body so you can feel healthy, so you can feel alive, so you can feel vibrant. You guys wonder why everybody goes to sleep after Thanksgiving? Why? Because meat makes you tired. That's why everybody has the itis after you go and eat Thanksgiving. Meat makes you tired. Guess what? Plants, greens, and fruits, they do the opposite. They actually make you feel alive. So if you want to feel alive, yes, even for me, the machine that I drink from, this is a $1,500 to $5,000 water machine. This is the only water that I drink is alkaline water, because I understand what you put in your body is very important. Your body is 70% liquid. So if you're drinking all these acidic liquids, guess what? Your body is 70% acidic. Okay, and diseases, illness, bacteria, they thrive in acidic environments. Diseases, bacteria, and illness, they cannot exist in an alkaline environment. So take the time to get your food and your drinks alkaline. That's the first thing I got to talk about for you today, right? The mouth, and watch this is going to be interesting, okay? The mouth was meant for eating. So we just talked about eating. Now I'm going to show you the nose, right? Why is your nose such an important piece of our body? Breathing. The second way to change your conscious today is learning how to breathe. Yes, most of you have no idea how to breathe. Do you ever wonder that why our breath changes when we experience so many different emotions? Because believe it or not, our breath is actually correlated to our nervous system. That's why when you get nervous, when something scares you, right? Did you ever notice when you get scared, when you get freaked out, you breathe really fast, because that's actually triggering your nervous system. And now when you start breathing fast, guess what? You get that knot in your stomach. You get butterflies when you're nervous, when you're scared, right? You see how your breathing is directly correlated to your nervous system? So if you want to be able to control your mind and have a clear peace of mind, you've got to be able to breathe. Let's go ahead and think about it. Imagine you guys were looking for something. You're looking for something so long, and you finally found it. You had a deep, big sigh of relief. What is that? Deep breath equals deep sigh of relief. So it goes the same way in your life. So if you really want to be able to connect your mind and your body, the biggest reasons why a lot of us get so overwhelmed is because our mind is not connected to our body. So the beauty of being able to breathe and think in sync is now, guess what you're doing? You're literally connecting them into one. So a lot of people ask me like, D, when I meditate, I don't really know how to breathe. Well, here's the truth, okay? When you're meditating, you don't actually want to breathe out of your mouth. Why is that? Because your mouth is actually used to eat. It's not meant for breathing. But when you guys actually study meditation, you're supposed to actually breathe in through your nose, and you actually breathe out through your mouth. And what you're going to notice is when you start to learn how to breathe correctly, it actually calms two things. It calms your hormones physically. It literally physically calms your hormones. And second of all, it calms your emotions, okay? So learning how to meditate, learning how to breathe is such an important piece in really learning how to clear your mind. In fact, if you go look at one of Jake Paul's last fights, actually a lot of the big athletes and artists, there's a guy that Matt Rose actually studies. His name is Mac. And he travels the world, and he's got all these tattoos all over his body, but he's got an incredible story, and that's what he teaches. He teaches the breath work for elite athletes and artists on what to do before they go perform, what to do right before they go and perform a major game, because that's when your body is the most jittery. So if you can learn to calm your mind in some of the busiest times of your life, this is when you've mastered self-mastery, okay? Number 3, our soul. The third way to go ahead and change your conscious, believe it or not, is your soul, okay? Breathing creates alignment. Now, how do we take it a step further? I'm gonna give it to you honestly. Laughing more Okay, you guys have got to learn to laugh. Many of us are so worried, we're so stressed out, we're so anxious about what's going on in life that you haven't taken the time to laugh. Okay, you know what I started to do? I started to laugh at my problems. Why? Because I understand that life is happening for me. It's not happening to me, right? There's lessons that I need to learn right now that I understand is put in my place for a reason to allow me to get to the next level. So this is big. You guys have got to be able to understand that there's no rush to get into your future. I'm actually going to go over it tomorrow so you guys can understand the 9 different dimensions as far as when it comes to hitting your goals, being able to see something before it happens, right? Being able to step into the feeling and really create it. So this is going to be big. This is going to be exciting, but I'm truly at a point 5 years later where I know for a fact it's not a matter of if people get involved in this space. It's just a matter of when. So we are placed in such a perfect time to go and not just take advantage for ourselves, but to be able to go ahead and lead the way for the masses that are soon to come in and walk through the same path. So to say we are blessed and grateful is an understatement. But family, with that being said, that is my training for you guys on the 3 ways to go ahead and change your subconscious so you guys can go ahead and get in alignment, get on the right frequency so you can go out and live the life that you've always been dreaming of. So family, that's my training for you guys today. It is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. Remember, if nobody told you today, you are powerful, you are a leader, you are unstoppable, you are greatness, but I need you to go ahead and meet me halfway. Remember, you can be, do, or have anything that you can hold in your mind, you can hold it right here in your hand. Family, let's get to work. It's game time.